All right, yo, welcome to a brand new episode of the RTN Overtime Podcast, Season 2, Episode 3. I'm your main man, Joshua Counts, here with my co-host and co-producer, Kobe O'Brien. And here we got a couple of writers in the building, some beat reporters. We got Mike Dot, and we got Nick Wiley.
Hello, everybody.
Of The Wit.
Can't believe we got Nick Wiley on here.
I know.
Yeah, we got always have Nick Wiley.
Very exciting.
He wasn't my first option.
I know it wasn't.
No one's ever.
You was on the podcast last season, right?
I was.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So you returned guest. So this is your first time
This
on
is
the
my first
podcast.
time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank
What do
you.
you think of the set?
What do you mean? What I'm gonna say?
Yeah, well, no. What do you think of the set?
Oh, I mean, it's cool. I mean,
Nifty.
not a big camera guy, but you know,
Yeah, you get used.
I live with it.
You like to be behind the scenes, just interview.
Yeah, I'm more of a writing.
That face is made for a camera. I don't know what you guys are
Definitely
talking
not
about.
made for a camera.
But before we get started, we got a lot of good topics today. Let's get started with our first one, our Rowan report. So yesterday we had a couple basketball games. Both men's and women's played against NJAC rival Ramapo Roadrunners. Both men and women won. Men's blew out the Roadrunners 86-67. Marcellus Ross got 21. Jasir Noel 20 points, finished with 20. Andrew Seeger and Josh Wright got 13 apiece. And the women's, which I covered, actually I worked that one, which I almost forgot that I had to work, but I worked it. But women's had a good, they blew them out as well. I don't remember final score was, but I do know it was a great game all around because the women don't have a great record against the NJAC. It was like 2-2, now they're 3-2, and they ended the women's Ramapo win streak because they was like on an 8-game win streak. So the women's
They were undefeated.
Yeah, they started out 7-0.
yeah. So they were like 4-0 against the NJAC. Then they came into SB. The profs said, "Nah, we don't do that here. Y'all don't win in our buildings." But that was our Roman report right there. Any comments before we move on?
I mean, when you talk about the men's team, you gotta think about. It says they forced 23 turnovers. I mean, that's a lot.
Oh, yeah,
that's big.
they're
Anyone that
they're
you turn the ball
projected
over,
high, though.
yeah.
Also, their scoring is impeccable. They have 5 guys over 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you turn the ball over, 23 times, like when you're able to force that, that's easy recipe for a win. I mean, you got time possession all locked up.
They also got a couple good leaders on that team with the seniors. Seeger, Ross, I believe is a senior now. Josh Wright.
Josh Wright brings the energy, bro.
Yeah, Josh Wright. He coming off the bench, or he's in the lineup.
He's coming off the bench, right?
coming off
First guy off the
First guy off the bench.
Six
yep.
man.
6 man.
All right, cool.
Six
cool.
God.
That was our Rowan report right there. Now let's get to the sports topic. One of the hottest topics out. As we move on to the Diamond, the MLB, Aaron Judge gets his new deal, signs with the New York Yankees, 9-year, $300 million. I think that broke the salary cap. They don't got a salary cap, but they broke a. It was a test on the quiz.
It was the highest annual pay.
Yes, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
He's
Earned every cent of it. Every
yeah.
cent of it.
Now he's got to win.
he definitely earned every cent of it. It's
Yeah.
just he's not going to win in New York. It's basically like
Oh God,
No.
no. We don't
He's
know how
got-
to build a team anymore.
He's got to win. Like they got to get him some hitters and pitches. That's a freaking win. Like I'm
Yeah.
really tired of. I'm cool. You got the record. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Whatever. But this ain't like the Kobe scenario where Kobe's was at the end of his career and
Exactly.
we was all wanting him to get the record. No, dog, you're in your prime now, bro. You got the record. Cool. Now go get some championship rings.
I would say that's less on him, though, more on Cashman. Like, Cashman got extended, too, which I think is like an underreported story of how this guy who just is a terrible general manager still gets to keep his job. Like, the Yankees are supposed to be, like, the top of the top. But for years, they've just kind of been, like, mid, right?
Mid, yeah. Mid.
No, I agree with
Exactly.
that. I mean, also when you look at Aaron Judge's contract, I think it was 9 years, $360 million.
360.
Bryce Harper's 6 months younger than Aaron Judge.
Really?
Bryce Harper's on for 9 years, $222 million is the rest of his contract.
Bryce
So
Harper younger?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
when you look at that value, I mean, that makes exactly like you just said. Their GM may be like one of the most overrated GMs you can have in
I
sports.
forgot they re-signed him too. with
Yeah,
the
so like,
story.
Oh, he resigned himself.
Yeah, he resigned
yeah,
himself.
100%. Yeah, no, he resigned himself.
That was a good one.
Yeah. No, he made sure that he was taken care of, and then was
Before
like,
he even-
I should probably take care of the other guy.
Yeah.
That won us half of our games.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, another thing with them is just health. I mean, we talk about he needs to win. I mean, when Giancarlo Stanton misses 60 games every year,
He chokes in the playoffs
Yeah.
all the time.
I
Like,
know.
come on.
it's
It's him
bad.
and Cole, and there's the 3 guys that have $300 million contracts.
Yeah, well, Garrett
Two
Cole's-
and 2 of them suck in the playoffs.
Yeah, Garrett
So
Cole's
now I'm
an issue.
nervous. So now I'm nervous about Judge if he's going to suck in the playoffs now that we have him for $300 million.
I mean, he wasn't great last year.
No, he was not.
No, they started off hot until they got like to that August stretch and they just sucked.
Yeah, no, they were. I mean, when you think about it, the Yankees were easily the best team in baseball until
They were dominant.
until like July, and then just
Yeah.
fell off. And it was only Aaron Judge who was doing anything. After the All-Star break, he went on a tear, and the rest of the team wasn't doing anything.
That's mainly because he just at this point like, yo, just let me get this record, bro.
Yeah,
And even then, it took him forever to break the record.
yeah, I know, because he tied it and then waited like 2-3 weeks before he broke it.
He got like one hit to pitch every 5 games.
Yeah,
It
but
was
I mean,
so
like,
annoying to watch as a fan.
it is annoying because that's kind of the Barry Bonds treatment. But I mean, the Yankees suck. So
But when Josh Donaldson's like your 5-hitter.
yeah,
like-
exactly.
Like, there's nothing, like, that's what teams should be doing.
Oh, yeah.
You're a
I can't
Yankees
wait.
fan, right?
Yeah, I can't wait till Josh Johnson's off the roster.
Yeah, well, I don't know why they ever thought he still had something left in the tank.
Oh,
They
they
did
said
that
better
before with,
defender than Gio Urshela, which statistically I don't think that was the case. I think Cashman did the old eye test.
I think Cashman needs.
Have you seen the Cashman clip where it's like Donaldson? He's like, when they trade Urshela, like, are you going to miss Gio Urshela? And he's like, no, I mean, yes, but like, Gio Urshela is not Josh Donaldson.
Oh my gosh.
Don't say those things, Brian. We have the receipts.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So, like, Kobe, for you, what would, like, Judge need to do, or, like, how many World Series do they have to win for this contract to be, like, a success for you?
2.
Honestly, dude, give me one. I want
2.
one.
2?
I mean,
Okay.
It's been
I-
over a decade since the Yankees have won a World Series.
I agree with
Been
Josh.
to a World Series.
I
even.
agree with Josh. I think it's 2. They haven't even been to the World Series since 2009. Let
I
alone
blocked
win
that
one.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's bad.
the Astros have our
especially
number.
for the faint Yankees. Oh, yeah, the Astros are still going to be there, and there's another team that made some moves. The Philadelphia Phillies picked up Trey Turner
Sir,
on
right.
the what was it, 11-year deal?
11-year, $300 million.
Yep.
Jeez, I already $300 million contracts, bro. I should have been a baseball player. I should have been a baseball
I
player.
was. I just wasn't good.
Yeah, same.
But all right, Phillies fans, talk to me about the Trey Turner because I know he's one of the top shortstops in the league. Shocker that they picked him up. I remember they did the Phillies did some recruiting. They did some early recruiting. Talked to Bryce Harper. Talked to DeGrom. Not DeGrom. Schwarber. We'll get to DeGrom later. Speaking of that, but we'll talk to Schwarber because I know he was tight with Turner. They brought him over. Now you got Harper, Turner, Schwarber, and Hoskins. Phillies lineup looking deep.
Yeah, so the thing with Trey Turner is, like, in my opinion, he's the best shortstop in all of baseball. And, like, it's close between him and Correa, but he barely notches over him for me because he's a faster player. But no, the lineup is so much deeper, especially with Harper being out. You need that star in that lineup. And with Turner, too, it's like it reminds me of the NBA, the way we got him a little bit, with, like, all the tampering that's been happening with him.
I'm about
Like,
to say it sound like that was tampering.
Like Bryce Harper's on the Phillies broadcast saying, you know who my favorite player in baseball is? Trey Turner. and he's like, I talked to Kevin Long, our hitting coach, so much during the offseason. I just love him so much. It's like they're not even trying to hide it. It's becoming like the NBA.
Oh yeah, you know their wives had like mimosas every Sunday. Talking
well,
about,
no,
talking
exactly.
about the
They were
time.
posting each other on like Instagram stories and everything. They were
MLB doesn't
all for
care.
it. No. I mean that's Rob Manfred, man. He doesn't care about anything. But as a Phillies fan, I really don't care that he didn't care.
Yeah.
Rob Manfred doesn't really care.
No.
But that brings me to my next question for the Phillies. Is this a possible repeat? Could they go back now they got Trey Turner?
You know, I think they can because they didn't just get Trey Turner. They added a couple pitchers. But when you really look at the lineup, I think the addition of Trey Turner with Harper being out is going to be an issue
How long is Harper going to be out? He had
until I
an
think
injury.
after the All-Star break.
After the All-Star break? Oh, so he's got
He's
a
getting
real
Tommy
serious
John,
injury.
right?
Yeah, he got Tommy
He
John.
already got it, yeah.
He got it the day before Thanksgiving.
Damn.
But I'm going to tell you right now, Nick Castellanos is not going to have the same bad year that he had this past year. He's going to be Nick Castellanos that we've seen. I think he's going to hit above 280. He's going to have over 25 home runs. I think he's going to have over 70 RBIs. I think we're going to get maybe not the Nick Castellanos that was with Cincinnati, but we'll get a closer version of it.
Well, it seems that the National League is also making moves because you got, Verlander went to the Mets. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, because I'm sorry, my baseball information is still a bit rusty.
Nah, it's all right.
So Verlander went to the Mets, and you got DeGrom, who surprised everybody because I thought the Mets were going to re-sign DeGrom. He goes to the Rangers. It looks like baseball season next year is going to be very interesting. And it seems like, I don't know, I want to say the Astros are always going to be relevant.
Yeah.
The Dodgers are always going to be the Dodgers. But who would your, like, if you had to look at this offseason so far, who would be your favorite?
You're way too early favorite.
My way too early.
Yeah,
favorite
way
for,
too early
for
favorite.
baseball.
I'm
Riley?
gonna go Astros again.
Are you?
Just because I would. Because they signed Jose Abreu, which I think was a really sneaky pickup.
Yep.
They're just they're an obnoxious team, and it doesn't matter what pitchers they have because their pitchers are always going to be great. Like they found Christian Javier out of nowhere. He throws a no hitter in the World Series. Just a ridiculous organization. I'm preying on their downfall, but I don't think it'll happen.
I'm
And everybody else's.
Yeah, I'm really tired of the Astros. But if I had to pick a favorite, I mean, how do you not pick the Astros? You know, I mean, like you just said, they just signed Jose Abreu. Who else is signing Jose Abreu? And it's like, oh, I guess they got better.
He's like our 8-hitter.
Yeah, like
Their one weak spot, they filled it with a former MVP.
yeah, exactly.
Like it was nothing.
Like if I hated one player on the Astros, it was Kyle Tucker, and now I hated everybody.
I hate Jose Altuve.
I hate Jose Altuve.
hate
Yeah, no,
Jose
but I couldn't stand. You know, Kyle Tucker just really angered me for some reason. But I mean, Jose Abreu, I used to like. You know, I thought it was really cool. He was in Chicago with the White Sox. They stink. If he was a good player, it was fun. But now it's like,
That might be any Chicago team at this point.
yeah, I know. I know. When you talk about DeGrom to the Rangers, my prediction in like March for before baseball season even started was that Aaron Judge was going to sign with the Rangers because they just had such a young core and they had money to spend. So when DeGrom went there, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be right. He's going to go there and they're going to be good. And then he signed with the Yankees.
Because it's the Yankees.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he's not going to win.
Nothing wrong with that.
There is something wrong with that.
It's about
he doesn't
building-
want to win. He just wants the money.
He's
to-
our
He wants the
Captain.
money and he wants
Well,
to
if you
build
want-
your future.
If he wanted the money, then he could have signed with San Diego.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna say, didn't San Francisco
Well,
have enough money too?
They offered him.
San Diego offered between Trey Turner and Aaron Judge. I think San Diego offered $760 million, and they got neither person,
Yeesh.
neither player.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
They got Bogarts.
That's what's in.
All right, we're gonna take a step off from the baseball field and go to the soccer field. How many of y'all been paying attention to the World Cup?
I've been
'Cause
paying
I
attention.
haven't. I paid attention when America was in.
I mostly paid attention when they were in, but I mean, if you watched, Friday was a good day. It was 2 games went into PKs. So Brazil.
That's when Morocco lost. To,
Brazil was the favorite. Brazil lost to Croatia
Yeah.
in penalty kicks, and then Argentina and I forget who they played. Netherlands, I think. They went into penalty kicks.
Did Argentina win that one?
Yeah. And then yesterday, Portugal lost, who was another favorite, and England lost to France.
So it's all over.
I
I
guess
thought
that's what
France
happens
is
when you have,
the last team that win that. So
I
they might
believe
be
so.
going
Yeah.
back to back.
So I mean, it's,
That's what happens when you have Ronaldo coming off the bench.
yeah, I don't know.
Yo, what
I don't.
happened
I know.
with that?
I still don't understand what happened with that.
So I think basically is I think the forward that is replacing him is like 20, which what are we doing with our lives?
Yeah, I know. They're all these guys like this. The American team. There was the youngest American team I think to ever play in the World Cup. They're all like 18 years old.
Yeah,
What are
we're
we
filming
doing?
A podcast right now.
Yeah, and we're filming a podcast about them.
What are we doing? But yeah, apparently he's like insane at 20 years old.
Yeah, but we're talking about Ronaldo.
But Ronaldo,
That's
though?
the thing,
I don't even
but-
watch
but-
soccer, but
but
everybody
here's
knows Ronaldo.
But here's the thing: you're not getting paid to play in the World Cup, so you're not obligated to play Ronaldo.
Oh, really?
As if if he was like with Manchester City.
Yeah.
You pay him obviously the massive contract that he has.
So you're gonna play him.
You're gonna play him, but
Yeah.
You're supporting your national team. You're not getting a dime.
Nah, but he's Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, I think they're idiots.
One of the GOATs.
I think they're really bad for having him come off the bench. Did you see Messi coming off the bench for Argentina? Because I didn't. I saw him. I don't even think I saw him leave the field a single time.
And this is like Ronaldo's career is coming down, so you want to get as much time.
Yeah, exactly.
This was probably his
this
last
was
World
probably his last
They
World
said
Cup.
it was.
Yeah.
They said it was. Yeah.
So I mean, that's pretty sad to go out on the bench.
Yeah, and like that.
Garbage guy. I kind of.
A lot of people want to go see the World Cup, but some of these people want to go see like these legendary.
Yeah, exactly.
legendary
I mean, this
figures
is
like
think
Messi
about it.
and Ronaldo.
Exactly. My hope and my friend back home, our hope was that it would be Argentina and Portugal in the final. We could see Messi and Ronaldo. That would have been. I think that would have
That's
broke
your dream matchup
viewership
right
all over the
there.
world.
Absolutely.
And they just didn't play him.
You're telling me you don't want to see Morocco in the final?
I don't want to see Morocco in the final. I don't even know who to root for anymore. There's no rooting anymore.
I was about to say, I think France is the only one I'll probably root for.
I stopped pretending like I cared about soccer.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect it.
At least you're not like on Twitter retweeting all these clips and being like, love soccer.
I mean, it's not like it's not like I like care. It's not like I'm diehard. Like USA lost, it was like
who
whatever.
cares? It's it's the USA going into the World Cup is like a trendy thing. It's like,
it is a trend.
It's cool for them, but it's like, we don't care.
Yeah,
I got the Knicks to care about.
I mean, I'll pay attention to soccer when it's men's World Cup, women's World Cup, and if Italy has a chance in the Euro Cup. That's about it.
Women's World Cup is the only time that
Women's
we
World
actually
Cup,
care because they actually win.
they're good.
The Philippines isn't good enough to make it to any World Cup. We're not really good at sports.
But I mean, like that's what I'm saying. So like, the last time I cared about soccer was summer of 2021. I think was Italy won the Euro Cup against England. It was great. It's like big celebration. But like,
oh yeah, they be
big day
popping
for you?
players.
but like what?
Big day for you.
It was a big day for me. But
He's talking with his hand. You can't tell.
they didn't. But they didn't make the World Cup. So, and I really didn't care. I mean, it's disappointing. I mean, come on. You guys just won the Euro Cup. Are you serious?
I do want to go to one soccer game just to see those players.
They're
pop
fun.
up.
I went to.
2026.
It's not the same as a World Cup.
Yeah, that's when the World Cup's coming to Philly and all that.
Not the same as a World Cup game, but I've been to a Union game. They're really fun. It's really a lot of energy.
Tickets are cheap, I'd imagine.
Tickets
too.
are. They were, but now I mean,
They're awesome.
yeah. So they might not. This was back when they were still like
Disgusting.
average. I guess they weren't really average. They were a little bit above average. Yeah, they weren't discussing yet.
Well, that was our soccer talk right there. Now let's talk some basketball. Let's get to the hardwood pause. But let's talk the NBA. We have the Pelicans sitting at the number 1 seed. Zion, CJ McCollum, B.I. Brandon Ingram.
Herb too.
Herb
yeah,
Jones is
yeah.
nice.
Herb is a dog.
Herb Jones is
Jones
nice.
Herb Jones got that dog in him.
Yeah, he's nice.
Zion has changed my mind. I was not sure about him
I wasn't either.
because of his weight issues. He slimmed down, hit the gym, got big. Pause again. I'm trying to choose my words correct here, but I can't. But Zion got husky, and he's averaging like 20 plus right now.
To 22, I think.
22.
I mean, Pelicans being atop the West is good. You know what I mean?
And it's a shock to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, how can you dislike the Pelicans? I mean, who really dislikes the Pelicans?
Yeah, you got Grand Theft Alvarado there.
Yeah.
He's just doing his thing.
Exactly.
stealing
I mean,
stuff.
their fight against I can't stand the Phoenix Suns. They were fighting the Phoenix Suns the other night. It was great.
You can't stand the Phoenix Suns?
Can't
Explain
stand
that.
them. No, I can't stand the Suns. I think they're the most corny team in the NBA. I think
Wow.
Yeah, they talk a lot of trash too.
they do. They took a lot of trash.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I do know that.
Remember what Lucas said, man? Everybody wants to talk when they're up. Everyone wants to act tough when they're up, you know?
I'm about to say Klay Thompson had to show him them 4 rings. Like, yeah, keep
Yeah,
talking.
exactly.
We'll see
They
y'all.
love to talk like they've
we'll
done
see y'all in
something.
the playoffs.
They haven't really done anything. They went to one NBA Finals, and they lost it.
Are they overrated?
Yeah,
Yeah, without
for
a-
sure.
100% you're still say they're overrated.
Yeah.
They made the run because a lot of the teams they played were injured.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, I'm not saying they definitely would have beaten them, but the Lakers had a 2-1 lead on them in the first round back in 2021. I think that if AD never got hurt and LeBron wasn't, 60%, then they would have lost to the Lakers for sure.
Speaking of AD, he's been balling.
Even if
for the
LeBron was
Lakers.
at 80, it would have been a
Yeah,
close
exactly. It
series.
would have been. I think it would have went to 7 games if LeBron was at 80%.
Speaking of AD, he's been balling. He dropped like 52 and what, 10, 52 and 15?
There was a span of 3 games where he dropped like 50 points.
Yeah, he's.
All right, well, lights. I guess we have our technical issues right here. We'll be all good. We'll talk about
Anyway, all right. So back to
I'm not
AD.
editing this out.
I
Back,
guess.
back to AD.
I guess
all right?
I didn't
That
know we
was
had
fun.
motion sensor lights. I just thought it was light. All right, yeah. Back to AD. Then AD also has his health concerns.
Yeah.
They did. Excuse me. The Sixers beat the Lakers yesterday in that overtime game. And I'm like, listen, I think I'm not saying the Lakers can go to the finals. I'm not saying that. But if AD stays healthy and LeBron gets going, which he's always going to get going,
They could be a top 5 seed.
I still want to say that. I would say they can be a play-in team.
No, they'll make it out. If LeBron stays healthy, AD stays healthy, and they end up trading Russ for somebody,
They're not trading Russ because
I
nobody
think-
wants Russ.
I think Russ coming off the bench has really filled his role really well. So
Yeah.
I think if they're able to work out a trade,
Who could have thought of that?
yeah, I know. It should have been
That
done
a
way
dude
earlier.
who can't shoot the ball
I know.
and can't play defense might be better off coming off the bench.
Yeah, you got to let him come off the bench, and you got to let him, work around the paint. That's what you have to let him do. But I think that if they can somehow trade him for any type of asset,
Who? There's no one.
Shekels.
anyone. I mean, like literally, if they can trade him for
They have to attach first, obviously.
yeah, if they can, and they gotta get rid. I know they don't want to. They don't want to part with what is it, 2027 first rounder? Or is it?
Because that's probably the
Yeah,
Bronny
exactly.
pick.
Who
That's probably the
cares?
Bronny pick.
We might all
That's
be
why.
dead by then. Who
Exactly. Who
A
cares?
little bit
right?
morbid. Okay, Nick, but okay. Okay.
But he's right. Who cares? I mean, like it's a 2027 first rounder.
But that 2027 first round pick, and I gotta reach. I'm really not sure, but don't quote me on this. That may be the Bronny pick.
No, you're probably right. And the reason they don't want to get rid of it is because they know they're going to stink. So they want that Bronny pick. Like they want that pick no matter who it is.
And I don't even think Bronny's like that.
I don't
he's
think
good,
Bronny-
but
I think he's
Bronny
good.
is
He's
like-
not number one
I think
pick.
people are hyping up Bronny because he's
It's
LeBron
just a
James.
lot of marketing.
Yeah, it
involved
is a
with that
ton of
one.
marketing. I'm not saying he's bad. He's pretty good. He's an NBA player.
And he's still young.
Yeah, exactly. He's only what, 17?
I think 17, 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think Bronny is like, I don't think Bronny's ever been number one even this year in terms of high school.
No, he hasn't. I think
He's been only top 5 or top 10.
Yeah, I'm not even sure about that. But I mean, the Lakers are much better than they were the past few years.
Well,
I mean, I can't write them off this year. Like, they're not that bad.
you got to think they started off 2-10.
Yeah.
I mean, they've gone on a little run here. I mean,
Because
if they can.
Westbrook been getting it going.
Westbrook's been getting it going off the bench. LeBron finally came back. AD has been AD.
Playing like a top 5 player finally.
I trade AD.
What?
Yeah,
I would too.
I would trade AD.
I don't think you can.
No, you
You can't.
I think you got to ride him out because eventually LeBron's going to retire or he's
No.
going to go to wherever.
I would-
Then you
no,
have to
you
build
trade
around AD.
LeBron.
No, you trade
That's
AD.
going to be wild.
No, you trade AD.
You want picks? You
I don't
trade
think LeBron has missed as many games as AD has in his career, and LeBron's been
course not.
playing at least a decade longer than AD.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Oh, AD's been hurt like every year.
Exactly.
We
So
call
when
him
he-
Mr. Glass for a reason.
So when he starts playing, I call him A day to day. But when he starts playing well,
Fire name.
but when he starts playing well, and he's on a run like that, and you trade deadline's coming up. It's December. Trade deadline's in what, February?
Yeah.
If he keeps playing this way through February, you trade him. I think you trade him for sure.
For what? Like, you're saying trade, but for who?
But think about who you can get for AD, right?
Who-
You just said top 5 talent, right?
You're going to get Lillard?
I don't know. You
I
can
wouldn't
get
even
top
try.
5
I wouldn't even
talent
try to
for
get
AD.
I wouldn't even try to get another top 5 talent or top 5 player.
No,
I would
you
trade.
said- you can get top 5 talent for LeBron.
No.
'Cause somebody or even draft picks. But the Lakers have always been the team that we want superstars to come.
Well, they're gonna have to turn into the team that doesn't want superstars. They have LeBron. What
They'll
they need,
never do
what,
that. They're
what
the
they need around
Lakers.
him. What they need around him is like a Buddy Hield and a big that's gonna stay healthy and be able to go around the perimeter.
So
AD's
So
the right
Miles
guy.
Turner and
Miles Turner, Buddy Hield, yeah.
then maybe like another what's his name? One of like the Holiday brothers, like
Yeah,
I don't
like
think
Justin Holiday.
the
Justin Holiday.
Pacers aren't going to do that
you don't think the Pacers are gonna do that?
because they're in such a weird mold right now.
Yeah, are they even in a rebuild? It's like
That's Tyrese Halliburton's too good to be.
yeah, he's too good to be in a rebuild.
Benedict Matherin's been awesome.
They're in
too.
the middle of the water in terms
Benedict
of
Mathurin's
standard. 60.
amazing.
Well, so here's what I'm talking about, right? So you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have
Matherin.
you got all these young good players, right?
They got
And they want to be
Sabonis.
and they want to be in a rebuild. You can see that they want to be in a rebuild. So okay, trade AD there. Give us your young assets.
Well, that brings me to another question for a team that was in a rebuild and they were dominant. Well, Sacramento has actually now gotten better. They're starting to grow, but the Utah Jazz was supposed to be rebuilt after trading away everything. They're now at the 9th seed. They're still playing spot. So if the playoffs start today, they will be in at the play-in. I don't even know what their situation is. Like, are they in rebuild mode, or are they just going to is this test the waters and see what we got?
It's the same thing with the Kings and the Pacers. Is that they're too good to be bad.
No, I think the Jazz are bad. I think
The Jazz are just right.
I think
Jazz-
they'll fall off.
Yeah, they will.
They'll fall off.
Yeah,
All right.
they've already started to, but
And they should for Wembanyama. Everyone should be. falling
yeah,
off
everyone should be trying to lose for how do you even say that?
Wembanyama.
Wembanyama, right?
Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Wembanyama, yeah.
The French dude.
The French dude, yeah.
I just really want the Knicks to start losing games.
Well,
They're not.
going
You
to.
know,
They're
when
never
have the
going
Knicks
to do
ever
that for
gotten
you.
a star player.
Also, when
out
have
of
they
it?
ever gotten the first pick? Come on, Zion, they picked
They
third.
got it one time with Patrick Ewing.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
19
And it was
that
rigged.
was
It seems like
19
and
It was
everyone
rigged.
thinks it was rigged. Exactly.
That was like in the late 1980s, bro. That's never happened again. 'Cause
Yeah.
we wanted Steph Curry, couldn't get Steph Curry. We wanted Zion, couldn't get Zion. We wanted Ja Morant, couldn't get Ja Morant. We had to get R.J. Barrett.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't hit a three anymore.
No, well, he never really could.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's way worse now.
It's
He's
not.
No, I know
shooting
it is.
at
I,
20%.
I saw a stretch where he went like 0 for 24 from 3.
I want him sent to Westchester.
You guys are so like before. You guys were so like easy on Barrett. You guys were like, "Oh, we love you, Barrett.
Yeah.
Come here. It's okay that you're not good." And then with Julius Randle, you're all like, "You're the worst player I've ever
That's
seen in my
true.
life."
Yeah, you
Like,
guys hate Julius
Yeah, you
Randle.
bully Julius Randle.
No, because he talks a lot of crap.
oh, he
Like,
does.
No, he
but,
for sure
But he's
does.
the best player on your team.
He said in an
100%.
interview that he's an All NBA talent. Because it
All
was
right, yeah,
one
he's-
season.
He's not. Yeah.
He's not.
He's
all
funny.
NBA
though.
second team, maybe.
Yeah,
he's
third
alright.
team.
Maybe third team, but I mean,
He's not even a third team.
I mean, come on. When you think
He's
about the
not top
Knicks,
15
think about all
player.
the things the Knicks have done wrong. I mean,
Oh,
it really. If
we're
you
gonna be here for about 4 hours.
if we're talking about everything the Knicks have done wrong, it starts with the Amari Stoudemire trade they made back in 2011.
Oh,
That's where everything went
God.
downhill. Everything went
And
downhill.
it got
there.
worse when we got Melo, and I wanted Melo. But it
Everything
got
went
worse.
downhill from there.
You know what's another thing they fumbled?
Phil
When-
Jackson?
No, when
Well,
Melo
yes.
came back from injury in 2012, when Linsanity was happening, he basically made Jeremy Lin terrible because he said, "D'Antoni, give me the
Yeah,
ball.
he wanted the
Yeah.
ball. Yeah,
Don't let Jeremy
Yeah.
get the ball at all."
That was
you
ball
had
hawking.
Jeremy Lin was on a tear that had
Melo
never been seen before.
Single-handedly killed Linsanity.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree with you. I mean,
Is Melo still in the league? Are you
What?
is
Melo?
still in the
No.
league? No.
Melo, no,
Is
he was on the
officially
Lakers.
He's not
retired,
officially
or-
He's not officially retired.
Oh, he's retired now.
He was on the Lakers last year, right?
Yeah, he'll be on the Lakers.
Yeah,
by the
I
end of the
remember.
season.
No. I think it's up for Melo because last year he got hurt just bringing the ball up the court like towards hamstring, and I said, "That's it, bro. It's over. It's over."
Well, it's fine. He's had a great career. Like he should be done.
He'll be a Hall of Famer.
I
don't know
love
about
Melo.
Great career. He's a Hall of Famer.
Like Wade retired like at the perfect time.
Oh, yeah, D-Wade retired at the
Melo
great time.
hung like for like that Banana Boat crew. Like Melo hung on way too long.
Yeah,
Like,
he
Chris
did.
Chris Paul and LeBron can still be playing.
Chris Paul cannot be playing.
He's gone too.
No,
He's up
no,
next.
Chris
Chris
Paul's
Paul's
gonna
up
be
next.
Chris Paul cannot
Chris
be
Paul's good, but he's
He's up
playing.
next.
Let's look at it right
No,
now.
no.
All right,
Hear me out. Chris Paul should just sit out the entire regular season.
Full, and
Chris
do
Paul
what?
can't play in
Just
the
play
playoffs.
Yeah, he can.
No, he
No,
can't.
he can't.
He's so bad in the playoffs.
Did you see what
It's
we
'cause he
saw
gets
last
hurt
season?
every year.
It's not even because he gets hurt every year. He chokes.
Did you see what we saw last season?
I did see what we saw last season. I like Chris Paul. Okay?
Let's look at
Leave
what
me
Chris
alone.
Paul's averaging right now, right?
Let's see it.
10 points,
oh,
Double digits.
8.8 assists.
All right, that's actually.
He's shooting 38.5% from the field.
That ain't good.
That's bad. He's shooting
great.
34% from 3, so that's pretty decent.
and now let's compare that to Ben Simmons and see how he's doing.
Seriously, I'll bet you Ben Simmons is averaging either the same or right below in points.
15 and a half.
He's having
That's
15.
15?
15.
Russ or Chris Paul.
Well, he was at 6.
Russ or
It
Chris
went
Paul?
up.
Russ or Chris.
Russ or Chris Paul right now?
This is a hot take coming in right now.
Russ or Chris Paul?
Russ or Chris Paul? Give me Russ.
I'll take
Wow.
Russ. I'll take Russ right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Right now, I'm
Off
taking
the
Russ.
bench, Russ?
Let's
Yeah,
all right. Let's look at Russ. All right. Russ is averaging 14.6 on 40% shooting
Still not great.
from 3. Obviously, he stinks.
What's what-
29.5. But Russ is averaging 14.5 points, 7.5 assists, and 5.5 rebounds. That's better than Chris Paul.
Russ is also younger than Chris Paul.
He is.
Yeah,
So
but I
what
mean,
about
they've
Ben-
both fallen off.
Ben Simmons or Chris Paul.
No, I got a good one for y'all. Luka versus Tatum.
Oh, give me Luca.
Give me Luca.
Luka?
Give me Luca. Yeah, I think Jason Tatum. I like Jason Tatum as a good talent. He's overrated.
What?
No.
Yes, yes,
No.
he is. Yes,
What?
he is.
No.
Yes, he is. Come on, guys. Look at the finals last year, right? They had a chance to win that finals.
They
Let's
did.
be- all right, they lost.
Maybe. I want to say a chance, but like it was 50-50.
All right, but they lose, right? All right.
They were the definite underdogs.
But you come into this season, you guys have the best record. They still have the best record in the NBA. They're 21-6, I think.
Yes, right here.
All right,
26.
21-6.
New coach too.
The Warriors, who they lost to, are 13-14, 14-13.
Well, they're going through growing pains. Like, and
But think about-
and plus they're older. They're
Okay,
older.
but they're the team that just beat you in the finals 6 months ago.
Okay.
6 months later, you're playing them last night, right? Jason Tatum shoots 6 for 21 for 18 points, and they lose. Jaylen Brown had 33. I'd rather have Jaylen Brown.
No.
Yes,
No.
I think Tatum is holding
Oh.
Jaylen Brown back.
Tatum's the favorite to win the MVP this year.
I know he is.
I don't think he'll win it.
I don't think he'll win it either.
If he'll win it, it's because he got the better record. I think the MVP should be Luka because Luka's numbers are better with 39, and I think he's on 50%.
And he doesn't
All-
have as good as teammates.
All I'm saying,
I would still pick Tatum because I think Tatum's the better overall player than Luka.
all I'm saying. Oh no, that you're wrong. All I'm
wrong.
saying
Luka
is
can't play defense like Tatum.
okay, but Tatum can't
Pass like Luka.
can't pass, rebound, or really facilitate, and he can't, take an offense and control the whole game.
Luka got his team to the Western Conference Finals
By
last year
himself.
on
By
his back.
himself.
So
Yeah.
that's always been the debate between Luka and Tatum. Is like, all right, you put Luka on the Boston Celtics, Luka would probably be the best team in the league.
Oh, they're sweet.
in
They're
NBA.
going 16-0
I don't
in
think.
the
I don't
finals.
think. I don't
If
think
you
Jason
put Tatum
Tatum.
on the Dallas Mavericks, what would Tatum be?
I don't think Jason Tatum is in the same conversation as Luka.
That's crazy.
Okay, that's a little bit.
That's
No, it's
wild.
not crazy.
That's
Crazy.
wild.
Tatum is still like a top 10 player.
He's a great talent. I'm not going to say he's not a great talent, but I think that in big moments he shrinks, and he shrinks bad. Luka, on the other hand, look at Luka's numbers in the playoffs
So do you think the Celtics can win in the next like half decade?
with
Yes.
Tatum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They can.
Just not right now.
Not right now.
He just needs to figure it out in the playoffs.
He needs to figure it out. I
Jaylen
thought
Brown was better
year,
last year in the finals.
I thought last year that they figured it out. They didn't. They did a little bit because they started off bad. If you remember the Celtics last year, they started off really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't hit their stride till like after All-Star break.
Exactly. And then it seemed like they figured it out. Well, now there's a lot of controversy going on with the Celtics. You know, new coach, knew this, knew that.
Yeah, they got
mean-
rid of Ime Udoka.
I mean, it's a lot.
You know the rumor was, right?
Well, yeah.
Oh, I think that was confirmed.
We shouldn't touch that.
Should not touch
We're not
that one.
touching that, but it just made me laugh. Like I was like, all right, I kind of understand why.
But all I'm saying is, you know, you just said it. Jaylen Brown performed better in the finals last year. Jason Tatum, when it comes to the playoffs and the finals, he shrinks. He was
All right.
surrounded by a really
What was-
solid team last
What was
year.
LeBron's issue when he first started out? Well,
He shrunk in the finals.
okay, so
That's what I'm saying.
But LeBron James is.
yeah, LeBron, you cannot. Don't even tell me you just put LeBron.
No,
in the
it's
same
same
sentence.
Tatum.
no, you're not listening. I'm saying, okay, some great players when they get to the finals do shrink because they never been there. It's
Yeah,
not a
but-
new pressure. He don't get a chance to bounce back and prove that I can be better.
No, he gets
Also,
the
Luka,
chance.
No, he
Luka's,
gets the chance.
Luka's never been to the finals.
Luka's
So
never been to the finals.
Exactly. We
Exactly.
we don't know how he's going to be in the finals.
Luka is going to win a championship before Jason Tatum does.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, God.
Here's
For
what I'm gonna
Dallas
say.
Mavericks.
Wait.
No, he's
would
not.
all right. Can we listen for a second? When you look at LeBron, right? Did he shrink in 2011 against the Mavericks? Yes. All right.
Yes.
He lost all confidence in his jump shot. He lost all confidence. They were playing a good zone against him. When you look at 2007, when he went to the finals against the Spurs, he didn't shrink. There was nobody else on the team.
He
He
shouldn't
had
have been
no
in the
one
finals.
else. He had
What?
no.
He shouldn't have been in the
Yeah,
finals. That
exactly. He
team.
shouldn't even have been there.
Wait, so you just said you think Jason Tatum's going to win the next half decade. So you think the Mavericks are winning the finals in the next 2-3 years?
Possibly.
Wow.
What?
No, he might be right about that.
With who?
They have all their picks. A superstar is going to get upset.
Yeah, someone's gonna want to play with Luka.
Yeah, it's going to happen. That's just the way this league works.
It's-
We thought Kristaps
He's Mark
Porzingis and
Cuban.
Luka was
You-
supposed to
you-
be the thing,
Mark
but
Cuban
that
be
didn't work.
tampering out there.
Yeah, Mark Cuban definitely tampers.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I think Luka's going to get a ring with Dallas because I could see Dallas is going to invest in him like they invested.
100%, like they invested in Dirk.
Yes, exactly. But in the next 2 to 3, no.
No. It's more than 2 or 3 years. He said half decade. That's 5 years. I got 4 years from now.
Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics.
But-
Jason Tatum will get rings before.
No, I don't think.
When it
if you
came
even
to-
look at
Yeah, go ahead.
if you look at the Eastern Conference Finals last year, they almost lost to Jimmy Butler by himself.
Yeah, I don't.
like.
I'm going to tell you right now that Jason Tatum at this level in this stage of his career is not getting past Giannis. Nobody in
I
the
thought he
East.
did.
He did last year.
Nobody.
But Chris Middleton was hurt.
Chris Middleton was hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody in the East, if the Bucks are healthy, is getting past Giannis, unless you are the Sixers who have Joel Embiid who can go against Giannis' physicality.
Please stop.
And
No.
Don't
I'm not saying
stop.
no.
Don't do this.
Trust
Stop.
me, I'm not saying the Sixers are going to make it.
Y'all
yeah.
got Mr. Choker over there.
I'm not
Please stop.
saying the Sixers are going to make it to the finals anytime soon. Trust me. But when you look at the physicality of Giannis, you look at the physicality of Joel Embiid. The only
Can he
team,
stay healthy?
But the only team, even if he isn't healthy or if he is, Joel Embiid at 75% is going to match Giannis' physicality better than anyone on the Celtics.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
That's the only matchup that really can. It's equal.
Again, you're looking at 75%. I want 100% Joel Embiid.
So do I, but you're not going to get that.
That's
you know
not ever
you're not
happening.
gonna get that.
That's not
That's
happening.
never going to
The amount of
happen.
times
He's
he
too big.
falls on a daily
look,
basis.
the moment Joel Embiid hits the ground, you're holding your breath. It's like yo,
Joel
yo,
Embiid
please
plays
get out.
too much like Allen Iverson, and he needs to realize that he's not
Also,
Allen Iverson.
another thing. Stop shooting so many threes. Just
Yeah,
get in the freaking paint
you
and
should-
just post dudes
You
up.
should hear my dad, man. He takes one jump shot, and my dad starts yelling at the TV.
Like another
Back in
reason,
my day.
Not even back in my day. It's why doesn't he get his big butt in the post every time? And
like-
he's right though. You're 7'2". Who's stopping you down there? Come on.
Not one.
Yeah, no.
We've
there's no
already
one in the
seen
league
it. When
that can.
we've already seen games where if he starts in the post, he's bullying dudes. Look at AD the other night. AD had 3 personal fouls in the first quarter.
And Embiid's owned AD in the past.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, big time.
So do you put that on Doc in the game plan of that?
Yes.
I put a lot on Doc Rivers.
but Embiid also needs to realize, like, stop starting plays at the top of the key.
yes.
You mean
He needs
getting
to
the
play
ball
inside out.
and literally just shooting the ball literally at the top of the key?
No, and it's
Literally.
like the slowest motion too. It's like his pump fake is like the funniest thing to me.
Yeah, it's like a.
Yeah, he like goes all the way up.
It's so funny
It's
to
a
watch.
full body experience. for his pump fakes.
100%.
And like I don't get why people buy it. It's my favorite thing when people like,
They
jump
buy
on.
it a lot. But I mean, yeah, a lot is on Doc Rivers.
He does shoot at a good rate, but yeah, Doc is just.
He's gotta go.
He's a bad coach.
He's got I mean, if you're telling me that he can't coach with Joel Embiid, James Harden, and Tyrese Maxey, that's pretty bad. But he can coach with Shake Milton, D'Anthony Melton, and
Same level as Paul Pierce, Garnett, and Ray Allen.
I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're a Yankees fan. Doc Rivers is the same thing as Joe Girardi.
so
He is.
overrated.
Overrated. He won a championship with 3 Hall of Famers. Girardi won a championship with I don't even
Doc
know how many.
Can't
Hall of
even
Famers.
say how many.
Doc does
Even better,
have, like,
even
the
better
most-
comparison. I've said it for years. Doc Rivers is the Mike McCarthy of the NBA.
Oh, I like
That's
that.
awesome.
That's good. That's a good one. That's a
great.
good one.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
won
You
championship.
Get, you
keeps
get all
getting
the
jobs.
credit in the world for one championship because you had a really good team.
Yeah, I mean, look
You
at
had
that package.
Prime Rodgers,
Prime Rogers. You had
AJ Hawk,
AJ Hawk,
And-
Clay Matthews.
yeah,
Who else? Who are their receivers? They had
Jordy Nelson,
Greg
and Randall
Jennings.
Cobb, and they were
Greg Jennings,
prime,
yeah.
prime Jordy Nelson.
We're talking Greg Jennings, bro.
Yeah.
Clay Matthews.
Greg Jennings.
And,
I mean,
then,
come
and
on.
he's getting so many jobs. He lied his way into the Dallas job, which is hilarious. But
Which is
yeah,
crazy. I feel like he could get to the Super Bowl, but I don't think he's
No,
gonna
because
win.
see, here's the thing, right?
I don't think he can win.
As
I'm
a-
not trying to Actually, you know what? We might as well transition to the NFL while we talking about this. But yeah, you could just keep going because we got a lot to talk about with the NFL.
As an absolute diehard Eagles fan, it would pain me and make it the worst thing in the world the Cowboys made the Super Bowl. Now, I think they have the roster that could 100% make it to the Super Bowl. Their defense is opportunistic. Micah Parsons is the best pass rusher in the league. He's the defensive player of the year.
He might be the best player in the
He
league.
might be the best player in the league, yeah.
I think Bosa's going to win it this year.
I think he has better numbers, but I think Micah's going to win it.
Mike has a bigger impact.
1,000%.
Because he can play off ball too.
But
Which is crazy.
Oh yeah, Bosa can't do anything in coverage.
But look at the roster they have. They have the running backs to do it. They have the wide receivers to do it. They have the offensive line to do it. The quarterback is the only question. I think Dak's good enough to get them there.
Is he good enough
It's just-
to win it for him?
I don't think he's good enough to win it for them. But he's good enough to get them there. So is Cooper Rush. I think Cooper Rush is good enough to get them there.
Okay, settle down.
But
That's too
no, because
far.
really
That's
all you
too
need to
far.
do with the Cowboys is you need to be a game manager. It's basically Jimmy G's job.
No,
you know?
it's not because the difference between that and Jimmy G's a game manager. The difference is because I've watched the Dallas Cowboys games. I watch them
yeah.
all because my dad's a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan. There are times where I'm like, yo, why are you throwing the ball on 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3? Instead of just running the ball when you have two of the best backs
So
in the league.
you're getting to the point
in
where
Pollard and Elliott.
You're getting to the exact
That's
point
why
that I'm
they're
at.
not going to win.
No, you're getting to the exact point that I'm at. I think that the Cowboys quarterback job is a game manager. Jimmy G, Dak, Tom Brady's a game manager now. All right, but let's look at it. You throwing the ball on 3rd and 2. Who's that on?
That's on coach. man.
McCarthy.
That's on the
yeah.
coach. That's
So I think that the Cowboys have the roster that will get to a Super Bowl, but they don't have the coach that can get them there. I think that he'll get outcoached in the playoffs every time.
He will. Remember they ran a QB draw in the playoffs
Yeah, with
last year?
14 seconds.
And no timeouts. They'd have run up.
They ran a QB draw up the middle against San Francisco.
I thought
Trying to
my
get him
dad.
by
I thought my
surprise.
dad was about to shoot. I thought my dad.
I mean, like
He was
that's
very
that's
bad.
on McCarthy. What are you doing?
He was trying to get him by surprise.
Yeah,
Who would have
exactly.
thought QB draw with this?
Like,
with this
what
much
is he
yardage?
thinking? Like, that's so I'm saying the Cowboys have the roster; they can do it. I would hate to see them do it, but I think they can. But they do not have the coach.
They're probably the second best team in the NFC.
I agree.
Who-
I think
okay.
it's us and then the
I was
Cowboys,
about to say you believe the Eagles.
and then right behind the Cowboys.
I
is
think it's
San
Niners.
Francisco.
San Francisco.
San
not
Francisco's
anymore.
right there.
Not anymore.
Yeah, well, Brock Purdy.
But
he's
Brock
pretty,
Purdy,
he's pretty good.
all you have to do is be a game manager.
What
they
about-
have Tristan McCaffrey. They can just
They
run
have
the ball.
McCaffrey. They got Debo. They got
McCaffrey's going to get hurt.
As a diehard 49ers fan of a few weeks ago,
oh wait, no,
Or a
I
Panthers
thought you
fan
were
over
a
here.
Panther fan.
What is wrong with you?
look, I was a running back in high school, and I related to McCaffrey.
Oh, did you?
know, it's
What
like,
you guys play these same styles, right?
I
I
was about to
You were
say,
a knee injury away from being
Wait,
just like him.
wait. I thought.
honestly, my knee actually, my knee got injured in high school.
Wait. Did nobody talk about you enough because you weren't a black running back?
Oh,
I don't want to say it out loud, but that's kind of what. That's
Nobody
kinda
ever
what
mentioned Christian McCaffrey.
No, you're right. When he was
you're
at
not a black
Stanford,
running
it was
back.
like nobody wanted to. Everyone knew how good he was. Nobody
So
wanted to do it.
I related to him, so I was like, oh, he's on the Panthers. The Panthers are good. I'll follow that. So I was like, well, the Panthers are garbage now with Adam.
Yeah, man,
Just
they're
move over to the 49ers.
Oh, speaking of the Panthers, they got rid of somebody. Baker Mayfield.
Shake and bake.
Yeah, shake and bake Baker Mayfield, which I was like, I called this, I told you so, and I put it in our group chat for Shomer could see, because I said progressive, here he comes. And then the LA Rams pick up Baker Mayfield
On Tuesday.
and he wins what, Thursday?
On Thursday.
Throws a touchdown, throws a game-winning touchdown at that.
That's not even enough time to get the playbook.
Exactly.
He got the playbook in like a PDF email.
So, I mean, but
Hang on, let me
go
set
ahead,
it up. Let me set up.
Yeah, go ahead.
So he wins that game, goes that game-winning touchdown against the Oakland Raiders. Oakland sucks, by the way, but
Vegas.
and
Vegas. Yeah, I forgot.
excuse me. Thank you.
Same.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas. Oakland. Vegas Raiders suck. Now Baker has had a lot of criticism on him, rightfully so. I've criticized him. A lot of analysts and columnists criticize him. Has he turned his career? Or not turned it? Has he saved his career by winning that game?
No, he's still garbage.
Let me
he
go
was
on this one.
awful.
let me cook. Hold on. Let me cook.
All right, someone's gonna cut a promo right now.
Let me cook. So, all right. Baker, obviously, the Tuesday, Thursday thing is ridiculous for a quarterback, especially. Like, I mean, if you're Christian McCaffrey and you sign on Tuesday and you play on Thursday, not that big of a deal, I mean, it's still big, but it's not huge. Baker is the quarterback. Never been done by a quarterback. But we're looking at the Raiders, who Jeff Saturday was signed as the interim head coach for the Colts. 6 days later, the Raiders lost to them. So I think this loss says more about the Raiders than it does about Baker's win. But Baker's win was huge. And when you think about did he save his career, I think he didn't save it, but he definitely gave himself a shot to get another starting job, like another opportunity.
Is that saved though?
I think so, yeah.
Is that a save? Like, because
I think with that win, he gave himself another chance because everyone had fallen off on him.
I'm about to say everybody thought like, yo, this is it for Baker. He's a bust. He's not what we all thought he was.
He is a bust.
A bust is the right word because he only had one good moment.
I mean,
and that was it.
It's not his fault that he got drafted number 1 overall, though.
No, not at all.
There were also
I'm
several other options they could have went to.
Yeah.
I'm like an Oklahoma football fan. Like I love Baker coming out. But
I
I didn't
do.
want him to be the number 1 pick like on the Browns of all
No.
teams. And
But they had a great team. They had
they did,
Odell. They
but
had
not when he started.
No.
Didn't they have Amari Cooper for a short time too?
They have him this
Baker was
season.
They have him this season.
Yeah, they traded for him this season.
But, I mean, all right.
but they had Odell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just season. Okay, they had Odell. They had another top tier.
Landry.
Landry. Thank you, Jarvis Landry.
They had
And-
David Njoku at tight end.
Yeah, and they
Austin
had
Hooper.
Nick Chubb in the backfield.
Yep.
Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt.
I'm like, they had a legit team that everybody was looking at. They could go to the Super Bowl, and they sucked.
I mean, he was carried.
Sure.
That's
for
'cause
sure.
his shoulder was messed up.
But are
Yeah.
we sure Stefanski's a good coach there?
Exactly. I
Like,
was going to say the same thing. Are we really positive he's good?
The thing that gives me hope with Baker is like one game with McVay and he has that performance.
Yeah.
Like McVay, terrible game manager. That's always my take on. But
I can't
awesome
stand McVay.
offensive genius. Like the rest of the season, Baker probably should be really good because he has Sean McVay calling the plays for him. And Sean McVay made Jared Goff go to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And, like,
when you think when you think about that, that's crazy.
And like I think Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff are like very similar caliber of quarterbacks.
Yeah,
So
I can see that.
I think
He isn't having a terrible year too.
No, he's not.
who?
Golf
Goff.
isn't having a terrible year.
It's just that the
Amon-Ra
Giants
St.
play
Brown
hard. They just
carry.
can't.
Amon-Ra St. Brown does carry.
And my fantasy team too.
St. Brown's down there somewhere.
No, they're Mayfield should have the best coaching he's ever had in his career because the Panthers, Matt Rule,
I mean, yeah.
Matt Rule.
But, all right. That's another thing.
Like with Lincoln Riley, he was awesome too. Like with great coaching, he's been.
Hang on. I'm about to say the Lincoln Riley John is curious, and I think the even that Kyler Murray with Arizona is curious.
Lincoln Riley knows how to coach, but I think he only knows how to coach in college.
I'm
I
about
don't
to
think
say-
he
Oh,
can
yeah,
make it to the
totally.
end.
A lot of people were very questioning that decision to bring Lincoln Riley up.
Look at the
Like,
quarterbacks that he's produced: Jalen Hurts, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Caleb Williams just won the Heisman last
Is
night.
Kylie okay? Yeah, but is Kyler really up there too?
No, I mean just in college, just
in college. Okay,
level.
okay.
But like, look how awesome
He's a
they
great-
were in
He's
college.
look how great he makes them look.
He's
Okay.
a great esports player, though. You got to say that about Kyler.
Kyler.
About Kyler.
Kyler.
Phenomenal COD
Kyler
player.
carries in esports.
Mike cannot stand Kyler.
I cannot stand Kyler Murray.
What's wrong with Kyler Murray?
I hate that
Don't go on
he
your
gets
rant.
that huge contract. I hate that,
Okay.
he's really cocky, he's really arrogant, and it's like
I agree with that. I agree with that.
And he doesn't watch film. He's just hurting everyone else.
That's why Patrick Peterson called them out, and it seems like he only cares about himself.
I mean, did you see the video of D-Hop going 1? What are you looking at? Because, I mean, what was he looking at? He doesn't know what he's looking at because he doesn't
It's
watch
because he's too short.
No, it might be. It's hard for him to see behind the offensive line, but the same thing could be said for Mike Vick, and Mike Vick never had these many problems.
Well, Mike Vick also had 99 Madden speed, so.
Well, I mean, but Kyler Murray's not slow.
No,
He's not Mike Vick, but he's not
fast.
slow.
But another thing with Kyler Murray is and this was a conversation with a lot of
Those
people
Arizona
about the.
teams, you just don't like them. What's up with that? What's your beef with Arizona?
Why? What other Arizona?
The Phoenix team.
Oh,
You hate this.
yeah,
what's
yeah,
your beef with Arizona?
No, it's not even like a beef. Like when Larry Fitzgerald was on the Cardinals, I loved Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, he was only
Carson
thing about
Palmer
it.
too.
I didn't love Carson Palmer.
I loved
I'm
Carson
about to say, I wasn't a big fan of Carson Palmer.
I
love
kind of,
I mess with Bruce Arians.
yeah, I liked Bruce Arians, but I mean, I loved Larry Fitzgerald. Like, I love D-Hop. It's just Kyler Murray.
So
Cliff
and Cliff.
Kingsbury
has
is going to
be
get
gone.
fired.
Cliff Kingsbury should be fired
Kingsbury,
today.
Cliff Kingsbury, even if you go back to when he was at Texas Tech with Patrick Mahomes,
He didn't have a winning record.
no, he starts off the first 7 games amazing.
This
and
is
then they
last
just-
season?
and then-
Cliff
yeah,
Kingsbury?
100%.
easily.
he got
He's
his
gone.
job because Mahomes had an NFL
Yeah.
had an NFL MVP season.
Like, do you remember like before he got that job, he got the USC offensive coordinator job?
Yes.
That ain't
Like,
go well.
yes.
like well, no,
not-
he like backed out of it.
Yeah.
To get the head coaching
Yeah,
job.
exactly.
Like he couldn't even get a college head coaching job.
No.
But the Cardinals thought it was a good idea to give him an NFL head coaching job.
Yep.
Like how
And you put
stupid
your-
can you be, Steve Keim?
And you put your franchise quarterback with this dude that
Yeah.
can make or break him.
You paid Kyler Murray $46 million.
Yeah, come on.
What are you doing?
This is what I'm saying.
Gotta support my fellow.
They need culture.
Yeah,
They
no,
need-
no.
I feel like they need culture over there.
Like and the thing that annoys me about Jalen Hurts is a much better player than Kyler Murray, and they're gonna have to extend him this
they're gonna-
offseason.
and he's going to get
He's gonna get over
bag.
50 million. He's gonna get over 50 million.
Oh, Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Remember-
He's getting
remember
a
when-
Lamar Jackson type contract. He'll get,
If Lamar Jackson,
We'll get on.
that type.
We'll get on Lamar. We'll get on Lamar.
he's getting, no,
Hey, I
Jalen
think
Hurts is
he's
getting out
getting
Lamar
it,
Jackson.
Larry.
But so
He getting out Lamar
when you
Jackson
look
money.
at, like, you know, we thought when we signed Carson Wentz to that contract, we thought, oh man, we got him for a steal. The Cowboys still have to sign Dak. Now it's the total opposite. Now everyone's signing their quarterbacks to these massive deals, and these quarterbacks stink. And then you look at us with Jalen Hurts, who's still on a rookie deal, and we have to extend him. You just said it. He's going to get over $50 million.
When do you
A year.
extend him? Is this his last year on the rookie deal?
So you
You extend him this year.
good business for him just as a player. You extend him this year.
yeah.
He's got one more year after this. Hopefully you can be like, hey, we signed AJ Brown, your buddy. Take a discount there, my guy. But he's not going
you
to.
really- if
no,
you-
He
should
ain't
he?
taking no
First
discount, bro.
contract? No.
No. You know what?
He wants the bank, bro.
If he really does that, I would really. I mean, that's Tom Brady type of thing.
Especially if he goes
That's a
deep in
that's a
the
Tom
playoff.
Brady.
Oh, he
type
get
of,
the statue right outside the link.
but no, because that's a Tom Brady type of deal where, you know what, I have a roster around me, and I would rather them build a good roster around me to continue to win, because you can tell Jalen Hurts wants to win. Jalen Hurts cares about winning.
And the thing about Jalen Hurts, you can't pull the Lamar Jackson card of, he's a running back. Like, he's a well-rounded quarterback.
Yeah.
You can't pull that card with, like, the contract negotiations.
He also doesn't get hurt.
I like Lamar Jackson. I like him a lot.
I think I like Lamar Jackson too, but I think my only thing with Lamar Jackson is his accuracy with
yeah.
football. That's the only beef, and a lot of people get like sensitive about that. I'm like, yo, he really cannot throw the ball accurately.
but I mean, like,
The majority of the highlights I see of Lamar, it's just him just throwing deep ball. No, it's him running and then deep balls into, like, triple coverage.
but I mean, look, all right. So,
Like-
but I mean, who's Lamar throwing to other than Mark Andrews?
That's another question when it comes to the contract. It's like, yo, do we? And one fan said this. And he eventually got cussed out by Lamar, obviously, but. He said, like, yo, maybe we shouldn't pay Lamar all the money.
Yeah,
and we should
because-
get invested in some of this stuff to the team.
But I mean, I think Lamar deserves a contract, 100%. Maybe not as much as he thinks he deserves, but he deserves a contract up, like, near that. But
So is he going to get him a Mahomes deal? Because that's how
No.
That's what he wants.
That's how
He's
he
not
looks at
getting
himself.
He
looks
wants
at
the
himself as,
Mahomes
like,
deal. He wants the Mahomes Josh Allen deal.
he wants that deal, and, like, he's not going to get it.
Lamar thinks the AFC rivalry is him and Mahomes.
No, it's him.
Not.
It's,
And Burrow.
no, it's not even. There's a 3 quarterback race between Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen.
And then
Don't
there's
forget
Lamar.
Tua coming up there too.
Tua is on his way, but he's not in that same conversation as those 3.
Mike Mignolet is my favorite coach in the NFL right now. He's such a character.
He's a vibe.
He's such a vibe.
Hey.
Like, he was so sad when he missed Yeezy Day.
Yeah, I
Oh
know.
my God.
You know what? Hey, I'm sorry, Coach. I'm gonna throw Justin Herbert in there too.
Justin Herbert,
I like Herbert.
What's
Needs-
the hate he's getting?
he needs wide receivers. He's getting too much heat for. Do you not agree with that? I mean, come on, look at Mike
Herbert?
Williams and Keenan Allen.
Well, Keenan Allen can't stay healthy.
Neither
Yeah, he
can, no,
can't.
neither of them
Neither
can.
Neither, yeah.
Well,
So-
also, it's like weird because the Chargers always just have like the worst luck in the world. Like
Oh.
it feels like that team's cursed.
Another team that needs a better head coach.
Yeah,
the Chargers.
Staley
stinks.
bad. Staley's like an awesome defensive coordinator,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
he can't be a head coach.
No.
He just really
He's
loves
just not ready
going
yet.
on fourth down.
I mean, if you remember, do you remember last year, Week 18 Raiders Chargers game?
I recall the tie game.
The game that if they went into a tie, both teams made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, I forget who the Raiders interim coach was. Do you remember?
Rich Bisaccia.
Rich Bisaccia.
The dude who they should have hired.
I love Rich Bisaccia.
First of all, they definitely should have hired Rich Bisaccia because they were on a tear with him. He was a players
They
coach.
closed strong.
He was a players coach, and they played for him. But
Kinda like a Rob Thompson.
yes, exactly, like a Rob Thompson. But he was all in for going for the tie. If you remember the end of that game, he was all
I
in.
do remember that game.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
And Brandon Staley called a timeout to try to keep time on the clock. And so Rich Bisaccia said, you know what? Run up the middle.
Yeah.
Got a first down,
Don't
kicked the
care.
field goal, won the game. They didn't care.
It started. Yeah, that started. I thought they had some heat. They had some heat after the game.
Brandon Staley got heat right after that.
He deserved it.
He should be fired after this year.
I think he will. But again, I don't like. Why does Justin Herbert like the new trend of him is like, oh, he's a social media quarterback.
Because
What is that?
All right, so
Emmanuel Acho loves to push that message.
yeah, Emmanuel Acho spews a lot of stupid stuff.
Oh
He
my gosh.
loves Tua and hates Herbert.
Yeah, he loves Tua and hates Herbert.
But
When
basically, what he's saying is Herbert.
Acho's on Fox Sports, right? That's the one Acho
Yeah.
we thinking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, he's on
Because I
FS1.
know his brother works at ESPN.
yeah,
He throws because Herbert's throws are so awesome. Like, but the issue is he doesn't win. That's the take. While Tua, he's got a noodle arm that can't reach Tyreek Hill in stride.
That's a
Okay.
horrific take by him. It's a team game.
Yeah.
So all right, so that's the point that you're just about to make. What if you put Justin Herbert on the Dolphins?
Oh, Herbert going
That-
crazy
Oh
with
my
Tyreek.
God! And Waddle.
They're,
Gesicki?
they're starting at the 5 and getting touchdowns.
This, you see what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
Tyreek. See, Herbert will be MVP candidate easily.
Okay, so do you see what I'm saying? So the social media quarterback thing, what does that even mean? Like you said, what does that mean? Like, is it
I
just
thi-
because?
His throws are pretty, but they don't win. I think
Yeah,
that's
what it
the,
means.
that's the claim, which is
his
so
throws.
dumb.
His throws are fun to watch on social media, but he's not gonna.
And he was talking about Tua about this. Or are you talking about Herbert?
He's trying to say Tua is a better quarterback than
Than
Justin
Justin
Herbert
Herbert,
because Tua wins games.
Wild.
It's a wild take.
What-
It's a wild take. It is.
Tua's not bad.
I could see. I don't think Tua's bad either. I think Tua and Herbert might be tied a little bit. They're in the same area. I would still give the edge to Herbert.
Yeah.
But I could see in a couple years, Tua is going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the AFC.
I mean, let's think about Justin Herbert again. How many times have you seen Justin Herbert throw a ball over 50 yards? Or over 40?
I can't count.
Exactly.
How many times have you seen Tua throw a ball over 50 yards?
No, I don't think he can reach that far.
Tua's an Alabama
15?
quarterback,
I was
so
gonna say
they don't
15
throw
yards.
balls that deep, bro.
No, exactly. They don't throw deep balls. Their whole thing is crossing routes over the middle.
Which it works because of the guys they have.
Be it because they're so fast, they can create separation. But
Yeah, you got cheated.
Tyreek and Jalen Waddle are
Waddle's
probably
awesome. No, they're probably the two fast.
They're probably the two fastest people in the league.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, do you remember Jalen Waddle in college?
No, he was blowing
He was
box
insane.
dogs.
Yeah,
he was insane.
Like he didn't get the credit he deserved because
because
Devonta Smith
Devontae
went
Smith
on
was
that
right next to him.
ridiculous run.
Yeah.
But I've always said I thought Waddle was better than Chase coming out personally.
Oh, no, I think Jamar Chase was always better.
I liked Waddle's speed and his.
I liked
running
Waddle's
more.
speed too, but I'm a little biased. My buddy went to LSU and they won the national championship the year he
Yeah.
went there. So
Oh no,
I'm glad you brought up LSU because I want to talk about a certain someone who's yet to make a pick for their team. Odell Beckham still doing his college tour. And I'm honestly, bro, I'm at the point I don't care no more.
I'm so tired
I
of
don't care.
I'm-
Pick a team.
I like that he's going on a press run for it too.
I'm-
Like he's on the shop. Like
Yeah, I don't
I wouldn't
care.
be surprised if he's on like Hot Ones with Sean Evans too.
I love that.
Eating hot
I
wings.
love that.
Like, so where are you going? He's like,
I'm expecting being like Jimmy Fallon, like just being like, "Where are you going, Odell?"
But I
I
mean,
don't know.
You and I have talked about. You even tweeted about it.
I did tweet
You and
about.
I have talked about this a lot.
I don't follow him.
About how about Odell's like you just said college tour. It's like he's going on college campuses and trying to pick which college
It's
to go to.
3 teams. We know. Pick the team.
Yeah, it's really getting annoying.
I don't think he's gonna be able to play.
He's not gonna
Did
be
you
able to
see
play.
the report this
I
morning?
think he said something about that on the shop. Like, why would I come back during the regular season? I could probably make a difference in the playoffs.
But
next
that's
season.
ridiculous. You can't make a
That's
difference.
way
You gotta rev up.
cocky.
You
That is
cannot make a difference in the
cocky.
playoffs.
When he wasn't good, he had like half a good season with LA.
Yeah.
When he sucked with the Browns.
Okay, that wasn't all his fault. That was
No,
Baker's
it
fault.
wasn't all his fault. Yeah, I know. Like his dad tweeted out the clip of him.
That was Baker's fault, bro.
No, it was. But like you're not in a position right now where you can be like, I'm the greatest wide receiver in the league. I get to do whatever I want. When you haven't had the production the last couple of years, you are also
The last couple years.
Yeah.
Like it's the last couple of years he hasn't had the great production.
And so like when you look at
And
like,
he should just go to New York, by the way.
Yeah, he should.
go to-
I agree. He should go to the Giants.
He should sign a 2-year deal with New York and just ride out his career there, see what happens. Like, I get it. Danny Dimes isn't the best, and
But-
you might not be competing for a Super Bowl.
All right.
But the story is so much better, and people will like you so much more.
And again, let's
Rather
get
than
on
front running with Dallas or Buffalo.
let's get on Danny. Yeah, because the front running because he chose again to go. Didn't he choose? He
Chose the Rams.
He chose the Rams.
He chose the Rams.
So I mean, aren't you getting tired of this? We're not doing this every year, Odell. All right. And like you said, he played half a season with them. That's why he was so effective in the playoffs.
he just wanted the ring. He
Well,
just
yeah,
want-
I mean,
that
it's
was-
hard
he just
to
wanted
game
that
plan
ring.
someone that played half a year.
Exactly. So it's hard to game plan someone who played half a year. And when you have Cooper Kupp on the other side of you, who had a historic year last year, what do you expect? Of course, you're going to be effective in the
Oh
playoffs.
yeah, no, there was no one within 10 yards of him.
His idea that he can just go in there because he even said, and you saw that Jerry Jones said that they fear that he won't be able to play until middle of January. Well, that's second week of the playoffs.
Then there's no point.
There's no point.
Yeah.
You can't come in and learn a playbook and be effective. There's no way.
Yeah,
You can, and you can't not play football for over a year.
Do you
and then
really
you're
want
gonna
your
play.
quarterback in the playoffs to be like, all right, here's the play, and Odell, this is what you're running
Yeah.
every single time?
Exactly.
You can't do that.
And-
It's gonna mess up rhythm.
Especially, like, let's say you're Dallas and you're playing in Philadelphia in the championship
Yeah.
game. You're not going to be able
That
to
is
hear
going to
him.
be hectic. That might
Like-
be the matchup too. Anyway,
If I had to work that'd be lit.
Like, the thing is, too, is it's also disrespectful to, like, the players on the team.
Yeah.
Like Michael
He's
Gallup.
assuming he's gonna be the number 2.
Yes.
on-
Yeah,
on any
Michael
team.
Gallup
Yeah.
is a markedly better player
100%.
than Odell Beckham Jr. is at this point.
oh, 100%,
100%.
100%.
Well,
Well, in my opinion, the Giants probably don't have a wide receiver that's
That's the
close to
only
Odell's
logical
level.
explanation. Well,
Yeah.
it's not it's the logical one because the Giants have no receivers, so you'll be the number
They got
one
some
target.
practice squad
All right,
guys.
so-
But
yeah, I
everyone
wa-
else has a number one receiver or number 2 receiver. But at best you'll be lucky if you're 3 or 4.
But so that's exactly. So I want to get on that, right? So obviously the Eagles play the Giants today, right?
Correct.
You mentioned Danny Dimes isn't the best, and he's not. Who's he throwing to? I mean, all he has is Saquon,
It's-
right?
don't know
Yeah,
about
everyone
one
got
Giants
injured.
receiver.
Kadarius
Darius Tony they
gone.
traded.
Slayton's injured.
Yep.
Shep's injured.
Yep.
Richie James was good for like 2 games, and he's just fell off.
Did you say Wandale yet?
Wandell, he hasn't
Hurt.
played a game yet this season.
No, he's played.
I mean, look at
He had a really
Now
awesome
now he's
game.
injured
the
again.
massive contract they gave Kenny Galladay.
Kenny Galladay
Stinks.
He does cardio sometimes. on
Yeah,
the field,
sometimes.
He
Yeah,
does
he'll go
cardio.
out there and run like 4 or 5 plays a game sometimes.
and it's just streaks.
It's so
Yeah.
weird because he was awesome with Detroit.
He was amazing with Detroit.
That's Stafford for you.
So it's really weird. You know what? That might be just Stafford for you.
Stafford made Calvin Johnson. No, I'm just
No,
joking.
I
I'm
love-
joking.
No.
I'm joking. No, we're
I
not
love-
doing that.
I
We're
love
not
the
doing that. We're not doing
That's
that.
the opposite.
We're not-
I
Would have
love
walked
that
off.
guy.
I was walked off.
I
That's
love
the
Megatron.
opposite. Calvin Johnson made Stafford.
Someone's gonna clip that, like, and future down my career, it's gonna get.
Oh, they're gonna lights
Oh,
again.
I'm sending that right to Bella, and that's gonna go right on the.
no, that'd
Look
be
at this
awesome.
wild take by Nick.
But like, that's all I'm saying. I mean, we talk about all these quarterbacks. Lamar, Justin Herbert, Daniel Jones. Who are they throwing to? We made the same thing, but the thing is, you made the same thing with Carson Wentz, who obviously, even when he could be throwing to Calvin Johnson, he'll stink. But like, you could put Greg Ward on the Giants right now, and he'd probably be their number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
No,
It is not. They got to get some
They're
receivers.
suffering there.
They need
in
to
the
trade
East
for
River.
DJ Moore in the offseason.
I think DJ Moore
That's a
needs to
smart
get
trade.
out of there. DJ Moore needs to get out
I'm
of.
surprised he hasn't requested.
I'm-
DJ Moore's way too nice of a guy to.
Yeah, I know
I'm
he
about to
is.
say he probably
is.
won't
He really
request
He's a
it.
genuine good guy.
He is genuinely a good guy, but he needs to get out of there, man. I mean,
Yeah,
I thought he was
I'm
next.
sure
When
he
they
doesn't have
traded
the heart
McCaffrey,
for-
I thought, oh, DJ Moore's next.
I thought him and Brian Burns.
I thought they were both gone.
You guys were so stupid, by the way, with that Brian Burns thing. You
guys-
should have taken.
I don't know what you're talking about. You guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
he's a Niners fan, bro.
Yeah, yeah. they were 2 first-round picks for Brian Burns. Like, why aren't we trading?
He
Brian
hasn't
Burns?
even had a double
No.
digit set. They think he's like Strahan.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what they think they got.
Like, I like him personally, like just because he'll be good on another team.
He's a great player.
Yeah, but your like defensive coordinator just doesn't know how to use him right. In my
You
opinion.
can't build around a D lineman, and you can't market a D lineman.
You
Well,
can't.
You know what? Since we're
Tell David Tepper that.
since we're focused on the Panthers, let's go back to Matt Rule for a second.
Oh yeah, no. All the questions. I'm
What are the thoughts on Matt Rule he got the Nebraska job? What's your thoughts?
I expected that to happen.
Did you?
Oh well, because in Ireland, the Nebraska coach lost to a team that only won 1 game, and everyone knew he was going to be fired by the end of the season. And Matt Rule was also going to get fired, so it was kind of a shoo-in at that point.
Well, I mean, Nebraska started off the season with Scott Frost still as the coach, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, so they knew. Everyone knew that he was going to go to Nebraska, and he's better as a college coach.
Rule is a good college
He's a
Can we
great
talk
college
about-
coach.
Matt Rule by beat a better college coach.
He got Temple ranked somehow.
Yeah, and can we talk about a topic?
What's
Can we talk
No,
about?
yeah, no,
Can we
whatever
can we
you
talk
want.
about the college football playoff?
Whatever you want, yeah.
Can we talk about that?
Oh, are they official now?
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we got-
they're
see,
official.
we
Let's
got,
do it.
uh,
number one,
We got
number one,
10, 15
Georgia.
yet, yeah.
Yeah, Georgia's winning. So
All right, listen. Number one is
Georgia's
Georgia.
winning.
Number 2 is Michigan. Number 3 is TCU, and 4 is Ohio State. So New Year's Eve, you're gonna have Georgia and Ohio State got the 8 p.m.
That's
game.
gonna be
really
awesome.
confident on
You're-
Michigan. Do you really
yo.
think Michigan's winning?
I'm not really that confident. I think that we will get past TCU.
Michigan will be. Yeah, Michigan's gonna blow the brakes off TCU.
I don't know if we're gonna do that. I think
TCU
is-
makes you play close.
TCU makes it close.
I think TCU is overrated. I think
I like-
Alabama. I think Alabama should have been.
No.
No way.
no,
Get
no,
out of here.
no.
Get out of here. I'm about to walk off. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
no, I'm gonna never come back on this.
Yeah. No, Alabama for once did not make the second time they ever made it.
Yes.
Thank you. They're
Yeah.
not a good team. Like Bryce Young's awesome.
He
Their
is.
defense is terrible.
You could get better. I'm looking at the marketing viewing value. Nobody's
All
gonna
right,
watch
but
Michigan and
all
TCU.
right, so here's the problem with the college football playoff committee. That's their problem.
That's why you think they did the expansion, because they got to find a way to get Alabama into this.
It's the marketing, and we need the viewership. That's their problem, because that's why Alabama always got in, or why
they
Ohio
want
State.
the entire state of Alabama watching.
That's like last year.
It's fine.
That's like last year when Georgia lost to Alabama in the SEC championship game. Well, of course Georgia dropped down to 3 instead of dropping out, when I thought a one-loss Ohio State team deserved to be in over
And this is
Georgia.
coming from a
This is coming from a Michigan fan. Like, die hard. Think about that.
Well, this is how I've always felt the playoff. I think I've told you this. You should have to win your conference to get in.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah,
That's
I
obvious.
agree with
That's
that.
obvious.
Because I don't
agree
want
with
to
that.
see like
the same
Michigan and
thing with
Ohio State play again.
Every
No.
other college sport.
Yeah. I don't want to see Alabama versus Georgia again.
And so, see, that was the thing, is they put Georgia at 3 because they so badly wanted to see the Alabama-Georgia national championship
Rematch, the SEC Bowl.
They knew it was going to get there, and they wanted that viewership. Nobody felt like watching that. I
think the expansion of the playoffs does help this now.
think it should have been 8 teams, though.
The issue with the winning the conference thing is that who's good from the Pac-12?
well,
USC.
there's 5 Power
when it comes to
Five.
yeah.
if
So
you
you just take out the worst conference championship winner.
if Caleb Williams didn't get hurt, though, I think USC would have been solid.
Colorado's part of Pac-12, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I want to see
Deion-
what that does now. I
Deion
want
to
to see what that
Pac-12.
does.
It's
Yeah.
fun.
Because now it's curious. Now, Deion, if Colorado was good, Deion could probably get Colorado in the playoffs.
Well,
Yes,
no,
and he probably can, but
because UCLA and USC are leaving the conference.
yes, that's
Yeah.
that's going to be a problem. That's the Pac-12's problem. Now they bring in Deion, but they're losing USC and UCLA.
They're losing
He's going to be the
Lincoln
best
Riley and
coach
Kelly.
in the
Yeah.
Pac-12 in like 2 years.
Probably.
I mean, yeah, like you lose.
His luggage is Louis.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, you
Yeah,
lose.
Travis Hunter coming too. He just hit that portal.
But I mean, you lose. Like he just said, you lose Lincoln Riley and Chip Kelly. Now, as much as I hate Chip Kelly, he's a good college coach.
Awesome college coach.
Awesome college
Yeah.
coach.
Yeah.
I mean, think about if they didn't, the conference expansion and everything that's going on. First of all, we're talking about, I'm not saying UCLA and USC can't do it. We're talking about USC who plays in, and UCLA who play in California all the time. Imagine them coming into, the big house in Michigan in November when it's 20-some degrees at night.
Oh, they going
that's
they about to
fat
freeze
L.
to
That's a
death.
Fat L.
Are
Yeah.
they joining your division?
Yeah, I believe they're joining our division. If not, that kind of helps. Because
No, that works.
the Big Ten West stinks.
Yeah.
The Big Ten East has, Michigan, Ohio State, Michigan State, Penn State. And then you look at the West,
Matt Rule's Nebraska.
Nebraska, Wisconsin, Purdue,
Wisconsin
Iowa.
can be good. That's the only team that
Wisconsin can be good.
The only time Purdue's has never really been good. I think
No.
they've been
Basketball.
good one time.
Purdue's good at basketball.
Yeah, and football they've been good
They-
one time.
They
I
had a
believe.
tough loss last year
I mean,
in basketball.
I know. But
Yeah, let's stick to football.
if you yeah.
Actually, we got to move on from football because
Oh,
we're
good.
gonna wrap this up. We got on our 5.
Yeah, we got like
minutes.
6 minutes left. We can close this topic
So,
out.
we do a new segment that we do now on Overtime.
Intriguing.
Called Start One, Cut One, Bench One.
Oh, I'm excited.
And we're gonna do a basketball edition.
I wonder who Mike's gonna say.
Oh, hang on. Let me give you the names of Start One, Cut and Bench. We got Luka, Jason Tatum, and Ja Morant. Who you gonna start, cut, and bench?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll start Luka, bench Tatum, cut Ja.
Do you guys want to go?
Yeah. We'll go around.
I'll-
and we'll explain.
All right, I'll go next.
I think I'll go last.
You go. I gotta go last.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna have a massive beef.
Yeah.
30 minutes with you guys. Gotta start Luka for me. Ja Tatum.
Thank you.
Okay.
No.
It's just I don't know. Ja's just
I got the exact same thing. I'm starting Luka.
he's by himself.
I'm benching Ja, and I'm 1,000% cutting Jason Tatum.
I just don't see the value in point guards as much.
Oh, come
to be
on,
honest.
dude. Ja's better than a point guard. He's like prime
No,
D Rose,
no.
man.
That doesn't make any sense at all. It's a point guard league.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a guard
I,
league.
I,
It
I
is
think
a
it's a
guard.
lot easier to find a good guard.
This is why
than it
you
is
were
to
my
find a
third
good
option
forward.
on this podcast.
I think it's a lot easier to find a good guard than a good forward, personally.
I'm going Tatum. Sorry.
I knew you were.
Yeah, we all.
Luka, we talked about this when we made the itinerary. I'm going Luka second, so I'll bench Luka, and then I'm going Ja cut. I'm cutting Ja, and I love Ja. Ja always reminds me like Al Iverson. He just got like a swagger to him.
He's prime D Rose.
Let's just hope he doesn't end up like Prime Drew
Yeah.
Rose.
I loved prime D Rose.
He falls better than Prime D.
He does. When
I'll give
when
him
Derrick
that.
Rose got hurt, I was very upset about it.
There's an art to falling. And
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Embiid doesn't
Joel
have
Embiid does not have
it. He does not have it.
No, that's why he does it so much. He's trying to learn.
He's trying to
Yeah.
learn- yeah, no.
Yo,
trial
go
by
watch some
fire.
pro wrestling, bro. They teach you how to fall, bro. Just watch it.
But you know how you talked about
some
but you-
bumps.
But you know how
Take the
earlier
bump. Yeah, to learn how to fall.
But you know how earlier we talked about, Embiid's always hurt in the playoffs? Whose fault was it that he was hurt in the playoffs last year? We're up by
Siakam.
We're up no. We're up
Oh,
by
that was a-
26
that was a
against
mean
Toronto.
elbow. That was a UFC elbow.
Doc
to his
Rivers.
face.
It's Doc Rivers' fault. We're up by 26 against Toronto in a clinch game with like 8 minutes remaining in the
Yes.
fourth. It's Doc Rivers' fault. You take him out of the game, man. What are you doing?
Because Doc wants to say, I'm gonna put you. It's that old saying, keep your foot on their neck.
Doc Rivers is just an idiot.
It's the
Yes.
You're not wrong. I don't think he's the right coach for this team.
He's not.
But at the same time, I don't know who you get to replace him.
You let Sam Cassell.
Sam
take over.
Cassell, Dave Yeager.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot.
can-
Sam
you guys
Cassell-
can have
yeah,
tips.
Sam
We
Cassell.
have two good
Assistant
head
coaches.
coach like.
Well, Sam
worthy
Cassell. The
assistant
only
coach.
reason saying I'm still mad Sam Cassell hasn't gotten the job.
Yeah,
no,
like-
he should have a job.
Exactly.
You can take Tibbs in a second.
No, I would rather not.
Please, no, give me Sam Cassell over
We'll
Tibbs.
take
No.
Sam Cassell.
The Sixers have always had great assistant coaches, though. Doc
Ime.
also had Ime, and Brett Brown before that had Monty.
Wait, he had
Yep,
Ime.
yep.
Oh, look. Well, Ime's gonna get another job next season. So
He almost
Yeah.
got a job with the Nets this season somehow.
I mean,
you gotta
come
let
on.
stuff die out for a little bit
yeah.
before he comes back on.
well,
Screw the
no,
Nets.
he'll get a job. He'll get it.
Can I ask one more question?
You know we'll
Yeah,
hire
go for
him.
it.
I found another Westbrook trade in my head.
Oh, here we go.
Go for it. This is how we're gonna close with this wildness.
Which team says no? Westbrook for Kyrie, straight up.
No, I agree
Which
with
team
that.
says no?
What team says no?
Because the Nets definitely are just tired of this man.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think I would love to know.
The Lakers say no.
Do you think so?
The Lakers
Honestly,
say no.
that he might be right.
The
Do you
Lakers
really
say
think
no.
so?
He might.
The Lakers. I can tell you why the Lakers will say no.
I think LeBron wants to deal with that.
Exactly.
I mean,
No,
yeah.
no, but
Exactly.
LeBron's out here saying like, "Why are you guys asking me about Kyrie in a press
Yeah,
conference?"
but he's
Well,
gonna
but
deal
no,
with it.
Because he's his former teammate and you dealt with him. You're the
No, no,
only
no.
like you're the only dude who won a championship with
He
this
made him
man.
normal.
No,
he
no.
made him normal. He didn't have this crazy stuff going. It's like the Mike Tomlin, Antonio Brown thing. Like as soon
Exactly.
as they leave, they become like this wild person.
No, wait, LeBron. We're losing the context on that. LeBron said that because of
So Jerry Jones. thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Jerry
that-
Jones.
That's
Yeah.
the context is different to that. But at the end, that's why some people look at LeBron as the greatest. Nobody can win with Kyrie outside
LeBron
of
is.
that dude. He's the only one.
goat.
But he's a better fit with LeBron than Westbrook is.
Yes, but you know,
LeBron's a goat.
The Nets PR company. I mean, their
Dude,
PR
those
side,
poor
they
people.
definitely want.
Those poor people.
Bro,
Do you
they probably
think that-
they
how
probably
many
smoking.
hours of sleep do you think they
The
have?
moment
They don't
None.
get any.
The moment Kyrie leaves, they gonna crack open a cigar, bro. They like,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
done.
Like how is Ben Simmons not the weirdest player in your team?
Facts.
Like, you know what I mean?
Is anybody gonna debate me that LeBron's the weirdest player of all time?
I'm with
I
it.
will.
I'm with you.
He's second best.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I got Jordan.
I like longevity. Longevity's big for me.
I don't think it's the longevity.
I like Jeremy Lin.
Honestly, I'm all for it.
What?
Honestly, my goat's Jeremy Lin, Yao Ming, and Utah Watanabe. No,
I wonder why.
He's
I wonder
shooting that.
why.
Dude,
I gotta support my boys.
shooting that.
He's
right now.
dirty.
I gotta support my boys.
Yeah,
but I mean,
There's like
like-
four. Oh, and Jordan Clarkson too. He's Filipino.
My only thing.
I guess
again,
we're the
my
four of
only-
us.
My only thing.
Wait, is he?
Yeah, he is.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that part.
My only thing of LeBron over Jordan is, LeBron's gonna have. He's got more points. He's got more assists. He's got more steals. Got more blocks. Yeah, 6 rings.
And less of a gambling addiction.
That is true.
It don't matter.
Allegedly.
I get it. 6 rings. I get it. But like,
6 rings, 6 Finals MVPs. Never played a game 7 in the finals. in his
I don't
life.
get why LeBron gets punished for making the final, for losing in the
yes.
finals. So is it better to lose in the Eastern Conference Finals than it is to like?
It's not that he gets
agree.
punished. Is that because it's like, okay, 2007, people give him a pass because you were just by yourself. And we got to wrap this up too.
2014 should get a pass.
2011, you choked against Dallas.
2014, he deserves a pass.
What was it?
Which one?
2014.
That was-
2014, they lost to the Spurs. The
That
second
was the
no, that was the rematch against the Spurs. No pass. You lost.
Yes, no, he gets
no
a pass.
no no
No, he doesn't.
I don't think Dwayne Wade could walk. He gets a pass.
No, he did. No, bro.
I don't think it's pass.
No pass.
It's because they lost by a
He
record
gets-
margin.
all right.
He
So
LeBron gets at least 2 passes in the final.
2015.
2015 against the Warriors when he was by
no,
himself.
he was awesome.
You said 2? You're gonna tell me he doesn't get a pass for 2017 and 2018 when the Warriors had
no.
KD.
He gets past.
No,
Oh, come on.
I can't give him a
But he
pass
beat him.
because
But he
it's just-
beat him. He beat the Warriors without KD. But,
Yeah, he beat the Warriors.
He gets a pass for 2018, not 17.
Draymond Green literally said, "I don't think we
can't-
could have beat LeBron without KD."
He can't get a pass. I honestly, I want to give a pass, but at the end of the day, but nobody can get a pass. The whole league deserves a pass that thing because nobody was beating them at
2018.
Kawhi beat him.
When KD and Klay Thompson was hurt.
Oh, I don't want to hear that, bro.
Dude, have you seen the size of Kawhi?
Are you moving the goalposts?
No,
Oh my God!
I'm joking.
No, 2018. LeBron's
traveled
second best
too.
player was Jeff Green. Like he does. Like George Hill, J.R. Smith. Are we really saying like that these guys should
And
be
they
in the
should, and
Golden State
and
Warriors?
he dropped 51 in Game 1, and J.R. Smith blew the whole thing in
He-
one try.
You know, he was
born
you
that
know,
day.
Like,
It's a nice beverage.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, he gets more than 2 passes.
How many finals has he lost? 6.
I mean, how many has he been to?
4
10,
and
11?
10, 4 and 6.
4
He's 4 and 6. Okay. Past 2007.
Yep.
Yes. Past
2015.
no pass.
What?
No pass.
You just said earlier.
No. So 2015 was Spurs.
no,
No,
2015 was
2015
Warriors.
was Warriors.
Okay. No. Yes. 2015
With Matthew Dellavedova. as
Yes,
the
yes,
second-
Matthew
100% pass, 100% pass.
Check that dog
that
in,
was the fact they didn't get swept was amazing.
They were up 2 games to 1.
Yeah.
But yes, past 2015. Outside of that, every other finals lost, no pass.
No, 2018 he gets a pass. You're
because
tripping.
then the whole league would deserve a pass. 'Cause
No,
they
no,
literally
it's
dominated
not,
the
no,
league.
it's not
No,
because he was playing the Warriors. It's because the second best player was Kyle Korver.
It's because he got to the finals with that team.
Nobody else is getting to the finals. with that team.
Yes.
He deserves that.
Do you want me to read that roster off to you?
I know the roster. I can't give a pass. I'm at the end of the day, bro. It's like, all right, the whole league deserves. Nobody was beating that team.
But all right,
Nobody.
But you can't say that like LeBron lost that finals because he never even had a real chance in that finals
He
because
He gets swept.
I'll say one thing though. That run where it was just nothing but Warriors and Cavs, I thought it was extremely boring.
no,
It was boring.
everyone
It
thought
so
was
boring.
horrifying boring.
like it was fun when it was 2015, 2016.
Yeah, but then they added KD, ruined.
And it was
and
like,
that's when it became boring because we all knew who was going to win.
It was predetermined.
yeah, they ruined it.
Like the only team who could ever compete with them was the Rockets.
That's, I mean, yeah, and the Rockets choked because you know why? Because Chris Paul was on the team.
That's
No,
a great
because
way
James
to
Harden.
Yeah, that's a great way to
No,
end it.
because
Great
James
way to
Harden was on the
finish.
team.
And with that,
We're gonna wrap it up. You were listening and watching RTN Overtime podcast. This will be our mid-season finale.
yeah, we'll probably do a few more of these.
Okay.
I got to get back on this. I got more to say.
Oh, 1,000%.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely have you on again.
This crew will be back.
Yes, this 4 needs to be back.
But thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Enjoy your day. Peace out.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.